One of the problems that now characterizes Mombasa is the drug problem.
Yes.
And every show I've done here with the people, they say we are struggling. Our young people are using drugs and we don't know how to address this. Now, the last time we spoke, you actually said that the U.S. government is coming in to support the efforts in the investigations. Tell us a little bit about that.
People need to be patient. I think action will be taken, but a lot of these people are also very well connected politically, and they have a lot of money. And of course, in a system where corruption plays such a big role, it's going to be a challenge. But I think, again, if there's pressure from the Kenyan people, from the young people who are victims of this drug trafficking, from everybody in the society.
We've got an amazing youth population who can transform this country, but they can also destroy this country if not empowered and enlightened. So what's your hope? If you look at it, a vision of what Kenya could be when you speak to these young people, what possibilities do you see?
Young people have the will, have the desire, and the ability to really change this country in a peaceful way by participating in the democratic process. And you know, a lot of times young people say to me, oh, Ambassador, all these politicians have so much money and power, we're never going to be able to do this. And I said, wrong. I said, absolutely wrong. It doesn't even take any money to do this. If a young person calls 10 other young people to sit under a tree and talk about the issues, there's no cost in that. And then each one of those 10 people talks to 10 other people. Then you've got 100, et cetera, et cetera. You keep widening the circle.
The next big story, of course, is WikiLeaks, and globally and in Kenya as well, it's had huge impact. And you've said, listen, I don't regret a single thing. And I think it's important that Kenyans know what we see happening in the country. But let me ask this. As this whole thing unfolded, your role as a diplomat it's really key to keep relations, civil relations with the ministers, the vice president, the president, and all the other players, the prime minister. Yeah. What were you thinking as you realized that all this information is going to come out?
Well, you know, as the WikiLeaks came out, as more and more came out, I said it was sort of like walking every morning, waking up and walking out your front door naked, because everybody was seeing your sort of innermost thought, in terms of what you said to Washington. Exposed, right. No question. But it's interesting. My relationships with all of the senior officials, whether it's the president or vice president, prime minister, ministers, members of parliament, they've continued. I still have very detailed dialogues with them. I mean, basically, though a few people may criticize, they recognize that's my responsibility.